Hello guys, welcome back. Now in this session we are going to set up the lab environment for Terraform, as this course is practical based course where we will be learning everything with the help of exercises, and to perform those exercises we need a lab environment. So let's look into the agenda. What are the things we are going to cover in this setup? So guys, to learn the Terraform we are going to use these four tools to write the code for Terraform. The first and the foremost thing, we need to install the Terraform. Second, we need an IDE. So here we are going to install the Visual Studio Code. Along with that, we will also install an extension for Terraform programming. So let's start discussion with how to install Terraform. So installation of the Terraform varies from system to system. For example, if you are using a Linux based system, then you are having different mechanisms to install it. Linux has many flavor. For example, Ubuntu. If you are using Ubuntu, so you need to run these three steps for installation, and the fourth step is for verification. Same is the case with CentOS. To install the Terraform, you need to perform these steps, three steps for installation. The first step, to update your Linux environment. Second step, you need to get the required configuration from the HashiCorp repo. Third step, where we are performing the actual installation. Same is the case for Fedora. Over here also we are performing the four steps, where three steps required for installation and fourth step is for verification. So this is pretty much straightforward. Next, if you are using a Mac machine, so you need to perform two steps for installation and the third step for verification. It is also pretty much straightforward. With the help of these two commands, you are able to install Terraform. Now coming to the Windows. So Windows installation required to install a package manager called Chocolatey that you need to install. So first step, you need to install Chocolatey package manager. And how do you install Chocolatey package manager? You have to follow these steps. So it is also pretty much straightforward over here. So you need to run the PowerShell. This instruction is for Windows 10, and I'm hoping that everyone is using the Windows 10 machine if they are using the Windows. So to install Chocolatey, you need to run PowerShell as an administrator, and once it open, you need to execute this command. And once you execute this command, it will install the Chocolatey package manager. Once Chocolatey is being installed, then Terraform installation on Windows is straightforward as well. So you need to run a single command called choco install Terraform. So this will install the Terraform in your Windows machine. And once it is being done, then you need to run the Terraform -help. As I already have executed these steps, so I have already installed the Chocolatey package manager. And after that, I have installed, with the help of this command, I have installed Terraform. Choco install Terraform. So I have installed the Terraform in my Windows machine. Now once we finish the installation of Terraform, then we will proceed further and we will install the Visual Studio Code. This installation is also pretty much straightforward. To install Visual Studio Code, you have to follow this instruction. So you need to visit this site, code.visualstudio.com, doc setup-overview, and over here for each of the platform it has given the instruction. In my case, I have used the Windows. So over here you need to click on Windows, then it will give you the steps required to install the Visual Studio Code. So you need to install Visual Studio Code installer. So with the help of this installer, you are able to install the Visual Studio Code. It is pretty much straightforward. You need to just follow the wizard. Once you finish the installation of the Visual Studio Code, you will get this Visual Studio Code editor. So now let's look into the next step within the lab environment setup process. So now the next step, we need to install the Visual Studio Code extension for Terraform. So let's do it. So to install the extension, you need to click on this, then you will get the option over here for extension. So here you need to write Terraform, and once you click on, then you will get that there is something called HashiCorp Terraform. So this is an extension that will help us in syntax highlighting and auto completion if we are writing any code. So you need to install it. I have already installed it. That's the reason you are seeing over here uninstall option. But you will be getting install button. You need to click on that button, so it will install this extension into your Visual Studio Code. Now once the installation of the extension done, we are done with this step. Next we need to set up the AWS account, as we are going to use AWS Cloud Services to understand all the aspect of the Terraform that is required for Terraform Associate certification preparation. So let's look into the steps which is required to set up the free tier account for using the AWS services. What you need to do, you need to go to the google.com and here you will search for AWS free tier account, and here you need to click on the first link, that is AWS free tier. So we are into the page of AWS free tier account. From here we will create the free tier account. But prior to creating the free tier, I wanted to let you know that what are the offers which we are getting in free tier. With free tier account, you will be getting Amazon EC2 750 hours per month. Along with that, you will be also getting Amazon S3 5 GB of storage. AWS also offering us Amazon RDS 750 hours of DB instances. We are also getting space for NoSQL database, that is DynamoDB of Amazon, and there are various services which is being offered within AWS free tier account. So if you wanted to learn any of the service, Amazon provided that services within a free tier. For example, if you have a requirement to learn the capability of machine learning within AWS, then AWS also provided Amazon SageMaker, where you can build your machine learning models and deploy those models. And for the first 2 months, it is free for 250 hours. And they are offering T2 medium notebook usage. So now to register for free tier account, you need to go up and here you will find a button called create a free account. You need to click over here and it will take you to the sign up page. So here you will provide the email address, password and confirm your password and what the AWS account name you want to keep. So all the steps are self-explanatory. While doing the registration, it will ask you for the credit card or debit card. It also accepting the debit card. Once you complete the sign up process, then you need to come to the browser and visit this site console.aws.amazon.com, and from here you need to specify the email address and the password which you have been set up. So here you need to specify your email address and then click on next. And once you provided the registered email and password, then you will land into AWS Management Console, and here you will get all those services which we are going to learn in the upcoming session. So it is very straightforward process. One more important thing, whenever you are doing a sign up, you will get the verification call from AWS, and once they verify it, your account will be accessible. And once you get the access, now you are ready to play with the resources of AWS. So guys, now we have done with the entire setup which is required to write the code for Terraform. Now in the next session, what we are going to do, we are going to set up the authentication mechanism for communication between Terraform and AWS services. So on this note, I am stopping over here. See you in the next session. Till then, bye bye, take care.